All right, 66 games left. Yeah. Okay. You see the board. We're gonna talk a little baseball today on Real Life Live. So, as we looked at the All-Star game, good game. American League wins the game 5-3. So National League they had one. They had the big home run by Shohei Ohtani, and that was a 3-1 blast he hit, and that was it though. Nationally, then so they lose 5-3. Okay, and we move on as we prepare for these last 66 games. The season's going by kind of fast here. So as we look at the last half, I think third, we can say that of the season. Who do we think that? Who do we see as the team that's going to accelerate and and have the best second half? Or one of them. Well, what you can see on the board, we can see the Rangers, Texas. So and we picked Texas to repeat. Reason reason is here is they have the best manager. So when that would be Bruce Bochy. He's the best, and we say that here. So as we look at the Rangers, they're playing well. Lately. So I think they're gonna accelerate all the players. That they expect to hit. They're gonna start hitting. If you look at their stats, the players that are supposed to be up with these stats, they're not there yet. So they're gonna start hitting. I think starting now. This and as because they have to. When you look at the record, 46-50. So they have to start playing better than that. And they have pitching coming. DeGrom and he's supposed to be coming. They have more players. Jocks. John. He's that guy. He's good though, and he's supposed to be coming back. So yeah, when you look at the Rangers, we say they're going to be one of the best teams in the last 66, and they'll get into the playoffs. So that was the game. That was the team we wanted to talk about, highlight on that. Now we go to the National League Central. Okay, that's our division here in St. Louis. Because we have the Cardinals. Okay, so we're going to talk about them, and we're going to talk about a little bit more, maybe a couple more teams. We'll see. As we go to, we're going to talk about the Cardinals. What we've been talking about all along as we go into these last games of the season. They'll go by quickly. And as we look at the Cardinals, so with the 50-46 record, that's good, decent. You need to get more, but that minus 38 difference, as far as the runs, and that's concerning here. And but they have been playing well lately. So, but the thing that we've been saying. And I said this all along. That pitching, it's going to regress. We're seeing it now here on Real Life Live here. So all the with Mosaic, when he went out and got the 3, we're kind of talking about those 3. That would be Gibson, Lynn, and Gray. Okay, so now. As you look at Gibson and Lynn, and I said this, I said, hey, they'll start off, if they're going to pitch well, they're going to pitch well starting off the season. But as the season goes on, they're going to start fading. And now, as it's getting hot, okay, they're fading now. You know, I can see it. The last 5 games for Gibson, you know, it's like you know, he's giving up 27 hits in 18 innings. So that's a +9 on the hits. You know, so that's bad. You know, so and 15 earned runs in 18 innings. So he's regressing, and the earned run average going up. That's going to continue that, and you know, so we were looking at him, and we looked at those numbers, and we can see the regression coming, and the same with Lance Lynn. Now he's been good for the first 2 months, and you know he pitched well and all this, but now the regression. Okay, you know it's getting hot. You know he's not in the best shape. We can see that. Okay, so now when he goes out there, now it's getting hot. You know it's what was it? The heat index. What was it? 106 the other day or something like that. So getting hot, y'all. So in his last 7, you know, last 5 games, you know, he's given up like 7 home runs. So the home run ball is coming back, you know. So and with the 30 hits and 25 innings, you know, that's +5. So he's giving up, you know, he's regressing, okay, and he's giving up the long ball. So as you look at him in his last 5, that's regression. Now, when you look at Sonny Gray, uh, his earned run average is like 3.3 or something like that, but it was down. Starting off, it was like 1.7. He was one of the leaders. Now he's starting his earned run averages going on the upswing. Okay, trending up. So you know he's supposed to be ace, but he's 34, I think he is, or something like that. And so his numbers are going up too, and it's getting hot. Okay, so let's see if Sonny Gray pitches well, but I don't think the other two. I said Gibson and Lynn. No, they're not going to pitch well. I can see that coming. And then you got the other guy. Miles Mikolas or whatever, you know, this guy earned run average 5, and it's been staying at 5. Now he's had his last 3 starts, you know, I think it's like 4, you know, last 3. Okay, but hey, this guy, he's not a number 1, 2, or 3. I think he's like a number 4. So you got a bunch of number 4 starters. That's what the Cardinals got. Gray, he could be a number 1, but he's not a number 1 as far as I'm concerned. He's a 2. Okay, and we graded the starting staff starting in this season. We started them off with a C plus. Okay, but that was, you know, generous. We got it down to a C, and it's gonna drop. Okay, so so we had to talk about that with their pitching. So I've heard some of the other the reporters or whatever, you know, they're talking about it too. Excuse me, and but we've been talking about that all along. The pitching is gonna falter. Okay, so we're talking about that with the Cardinals, but the offense, you know, we're talking about that now. The offense can be one of the, you know, top 10. Okay, okay, but you know, the 2 people that we've been talking about that have to produce, that would be Goldschmidt and R.L.L. They got to do it. You know, the other players, the Burlesons and all those guys, we were talking about that at the other the opening the other day. Now they're producing. All the young players, they're trying to this and that, you know. So they're producing, and but the 2 players that really have to produce is those 2, Goldsmith and Arnold. and they're really underperforming. And so as we head into the we going down to Atlanta now, and well, that's going to be a tough one. And we're 4 games over, so we're not really we're right into the playoffs, y'all. That's it though. One misstep, and then you're out. So what we need to do, we need to get to 10 games over 500. If we can do that, St. Louis, the Cardinals, we got a shot to, and with being 4.5, I mean 5 games, well, 4.5, whatever, out, you know, I don't know. So we'll see what happens with these 3 games down in Atlanta. We're gonna be following those, and as we're gonna be following the Cardinals the rest of the season. Okay, so we're looking at the let's see the NL Central. Of course, Milwaukee's on top, and and all that. And here's what I like about Milwaukee. If you want to say, well, why are they there? That they're plus 79 on the difference rating. So they've scored a lot more runs that they and given up less. So that plus 79, that's good. So and as you look at the division, so the Reds, I've been looking at them. They are playing well too. And if you look at their differences, plus 38. So looking at them and their talent, the Reds and the Cardinals, I can see them, but the Cardinals got those 2 players we talking about, they have to hit. That's imperative for the Cardinals. The Reds, they got great young talent. So, but the pitching, Green, I think he's been a disappointment. So, the Cubs, their manager, Green Council. Okay, think that, yeah. And he went from Milwaukee and all that, So, but I don't know if he's if they're listening or whatever you want to say. The guy they had last year, what was his name? Ross, I think his name was. He was a good manager, but they thought they were going to upgrade with getting Council. Yeah. So, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it. They're in last. So okay. So let's look as we look at the Central. The Cardinals. They're 2 uh, in second place, but they're only 4 games over 500, y'all. We say here, you got to get 10 games over, and then we'll go from there. So let's see what happens these next 3 games in Atlanta. We'll be talking about that on Real Life Live, and we will follow the Cardinals all year. All right, so I guess we're gonna check out tonight, and we'll be back to probably preview what's going to happen tomorrow. So as we have a full schedule, I think it's all of them are playing in Major League tomorrow. So we'll see you then, and let's see what the Cardinals are going to do, and they're going to Atlanta. So let's go from there. And Real Life Live, we're checking out, and we'll see you tomorrow.